Hey guys, Fox here with another live game commentary for you guys. This is one of my Elo Hell commentaries, and I'm playing Vayne, but I'm playing her top lane in this game. Vayne top is something which is fairly... it's not too uncommon, but at the same time it's not too common either. But it's not, it's not incredibly rare to see a Vayne top lane nowadays. And the reason I'm playing this game is because, well, I wanted to get a, well, to be honest, I can't play jungle because someone else wanted it, which is fair enough. You're not always going to get the role you want to play. So I thought, in my Elo Hell series, I feel confident enough. Sorry, let me just turn my sound down. I feel confident enough at playing at this Elo, which is around silver, bronze Elo. I feel confident enough in every single role that I can carry, and it's good for me to play the different roles so that I can show guys who maybe not just want to play jungle how to carry with the other roles as well. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to get the roles you want to play every single game. That's just not going to happen. You'll have to play other roles, and if you're not good with the other roles, then you won't win games. So you need to be good with all the roles, really. And top lane is probably one of my better lanes. I have a more limited champion pool in top lane, but I'm not too bad there. So I feel fairly confident there. But Vayne is a champion who I'm okay with, but I'm not double lift by any means. So I'm not going to be great with her. Now for my runes and masteries, I've got like a flat AD page. Ideally you would want something like 4% lifesteal when you start with Doran's Blade. But I don't have that just because this account can't afford all the runes, so I don't have lifesteal runes. I've just got a flat AD page, and my masteries are 21.9. I would always suggest some kind of variate. Like I wouldn't really stray too far from 21.9 to be honest when you're playing an AD carry. Now I'm playing against Morgana, which is a very peculiar top laner to play versus, and because she's usually a mid laner, and she's pushing me quite hard early. So one thing you have to do when you're playing top lanes, you always have to be assessing the lane matchup, like how much damage they can put out onto you, how much you can put out onto them, the position of the minions. Now she is literally shoving me as hard as she can, so I need to counter push this, because if I don't, I'm just going to be stuck on my tower. But I missed that CS because I'm bad. Okay, that was poor by me. So she's okay. I can't. Morgana is faster at pushing than she can push me faster than I can counter push her. So this is bound to happen. There's nothing I can do to stop this really. I should still get all the CS, or most of the CS, so that's not too bad. She is leaving herself fairly vulnerable by doing this, and I don't really know what she thinks she's going to achieve by doing it, because Vayne is pretty good at lasting under the tower, because like use an auto attack reset, and it's also like your auto attack does extra damage when you use it. So, and basically I should be fine versus Morg as long as I can dodge loads. As long as I can dodge her Q, I can beat Morg pretty easily. Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. You want to be farming up as perfectly as possible, obviously. That was a mistake by me. Just missed one there because I was careless. And about this time in the game, especially because of the way my lane is pushing, I want to be very careful of the enemy jungler. Who is the enemy jungler? GP. Okay. I don't know where GP is. Let's see if I can get this. There you go. Okay, so I get a kill on her early as well because I managed to line up my E onto her. See, because I knew like my damage output, I know the only reason that Morg will stop me is if she lands a Q on me. So I'm just gonna, as long as I can avoid the Qs, I know the damage that I can put out. I know I've got a lot of spike damage with my W, and I'm kind of surprised she didn't flash away from me there or do anything. Whoops. Or she didn't like use her shield to stop the stun. So that was kind of peculiar, but at the same time, this is like, my Elo Hell account. This is what lower Elo people do. Like, they don't always play perfectly. In fact, a lot of the times I play far from perfectly, and you have to capitalize on those mistakes. It doesn't matter if she, if I hadn't gone aggressive on her there and I didn't kill her, then I wouldn't be capitalizing on the mistake that she's made, which was just to let me kill her basically. I wouldn't have known that I could do that, because I wouldn't have, if I'm not playing aggressive enough, I can't take advantage of it, and you have to take advantage of mistakes like that. Now Nocturne's coming to gank and she's pushing, so I'm going to stop auto pushing and I'm going to start freezing. A downside for this should make it easy for Nocturne to gank, but it's going to be difficult because I need to auto attack to sustain. And if I don't auto attack, if I don't keep the same, if I just stop basically attacking the lane, basically I'm not going to be healthy because I don't have any health. I don't have any other forms of sustain outside of the passive on my Doran's Blade. So I need to keep that up. I need to keep basic attacking. She's pushing me anyway, so I'll probably end up last hitting under the tower a bit. What was that? Someone here? I don't want to go for this, I'm too low. There's no, I can't be face checking when I'm on this health, because she'll just kill me, or whoever's in the fog wall will just kill me. And I can't help him either. Look at how many creeps I have here. I can't help Nocturne. I wish I could help him, I really do, but I can't. I would have to run through these creeps. Worst case scenario, I miss these creeps. Best case scenario, I take loads of damage from them. Now I've got my ult though, I might actually be able to fight this. In fact, I should be able to get some kills here. It's unfortunate. Fuck, I fucked up. No! If that last basic attack didn't get me, I would have been able to do that. So I mucked up really hard then. I got hit by the binding. Vayne used it. I don't think that wouldn't have changed anything if I thought if I used my E, I would have just pushed GP into Nocturne. I couldn't have saved him. He would have had to either be in a different position, or I would have had to be in a different position, but I thought I would be able to kill Morgana then, so that was, well, I don't know. Well, I should have killed them both, so that's poorly played by me, but I don't know whether I would have been able to save Nocturne or not. But anyway, this guy is, he's flaming me quite hard right now, and I don't really give a shit what he has to say to me, because, if I'm not being rude or cocky, I'm just like, oh, this guy's such a noob lord, I don't need to listen to him, he can't say anything good, like, I already know that I didn't play that perfectly. I'm saying it in myself. Like, I'm assessing where I could have played that better, and I know I should have played that better, and I think I know where I should have played that better too. So I don't need to listen to him raging at me. I don't give a shit. If he wants to be mad and rage at me, then let him. I'm just not gonna let it affect me. But if you are playing and you are Nocturne, when you're playing your games and you are in Nocturne's position, don't bother flaming people. Because not everyone will be as carefree as I am. People might get mad about it, more frustrated about it, and if they do, then they might, they'll go. This is honestly when a lot of people complain about AFKs and trolls and stuff like that. 50%, if not more, of the times when people start to troll, it's because people are flaming them. Like, I know that sounds ludicrous, but it's true. If you flame people, they're more likely to go AFK, they're more likely to start trolling. So just don't bother. Like, nothing good happens out of flaming people. And if you're in my position and you find it hard to keep your cool, just shove him on ignore. Like right here, he's fighting in our jungle, but I can't go and stop him. Okay, she just blew our Q, which means I'm fairly safe now. I do have to be careful of her ultimate though. And I'm gonna go and help. Now I'm gonna go and help Nocturne his red buff. But like, he doesn't understand. Like, this Nocturne doesn't understand that if I'm pushed under tower, I can't help him. Oh shit. I might be dead here, so I'm going to try and kill Lux. If I can't, yeah, I'm just going to run. I just don't want to die. Okay, cool. So I blew Lux's, almost killed Lux. I blew a barrier and our ultimate because I knew that Morgana ran down this way and Lux ran this way. So they were split enough for me to try and make a decision, to try and make a play, and I made the play. And I blew Lux's barrier. And there we go, now she's dead. So that was because of me, basically. But, you know, this Nocturne is getting a bit too annoying for me, so I'm just going to ignore him. I don't really, you know, he's just going to distract me, so there's no point. I understand that he's frustrated that I couldn't come and help him, but I was like last thing, and I have my own lane to worry about as well. So I'm not at the immediate disposal of him. Although at the same time, maybe I could have played it better to have, you know, slightly better awareness. That basically at the time I noticed that he was in trouble, I couldn't help him. So maybe I could have noticed earlier, for example, or predicted that something like that might happen. But so yeah, maybe I could have played that. I could have helped him more, but I don't think it's really as black and white as he's making it out to be. Now at the end of the day, I'm just trying to I'm trying to win the lane, I'm trying to bully her out of lane, but if if I've got more farm than her, that doesn't matter. Oh shit. Because as long as I've got more farm than her, then I'm happy because I'm Vayne. So I'm gonna scale really well into late game. I'm gonna scale better than this Morgana will. Although Morgana's, she's not bad late game. I'm just Vayne, who's like the late game hyper carry. I'm kind of a bit worried about Morg now because if I get caught like this, she doesn't have any damage. That's a shame. I was gonna say, like, if she just ults onto me, she can probably kill me. But she really can't. I overestimated her damage quite a lot. Come on, passive. Give me a tumble. W proc. No! The W just ran out. It's a shame. That would have absolutely wrecked her because I'm maxing my W. Oh yeah, I should probably talk a bit about my build order and skill order as well. So my build order, I'm just rushing Blader and King because that's like a huge power spike for Vayne because you can chase someone down. Like, you can just chase someone endlessly, basically, with your W on. And Vayne's very, very good at chasing people because of her passive. And of her tumble as well, and her ultimate. So, she's just very good. She's a chasing champion, so with that Blade Rune King, it's even better. Gives her a nice sustain as well. It's a very nice item on Vayne. And the attack speed too, more importantly, I suppose, than the actual active. The attack speed means that you can trigger your W more frequently, which is very good on Vayne, especially if you're maxing your W like I like to do. That's also why I rushed Zerkagrees, partially because of the attack speed, but partly as well. I wouldn't always rush Zerkagrees, but the reason why I've done it in this matchup is because I need move speed to chase her down and to dodge her skill shots. So that's why I've gone for tier 2 boots, why I rush the move speed on them, rather than just sticking. Like, most ADs don't even get boots until quite later on, to be honest. And I even tier 1 boots sometimes. I just want to be careful. Missing 1 or 2 CS isn't that big a deal, as long as it means I'm not getting owned by her, basically. Now it's kind of hard to beat her a bit now because Vayne has spell vamp in her passive, and she's also got a Randuin's what's it called, Warden's Mail. So it's pretty difficult for me to actually harass her effectively because she has a lot of armor, and it also reduces my attack speed, which is, attack speed and my W go hand in hand, so that's a bit difficult. But as long as, like I said, as long as I'm farming, I'll be fine. But for my skill order, maxing W's, it's kind of, you can max a lot of things on Vayne. I know when she first came out, doublelift's, well, I don't want to sound like a huge doublelift fanboy, but at the end of the day, you want to learn from the best, right? I mean, if someone's better than you at a certain champion or a position, you do well to hear them out. It's weird, she does that like defensively when I think her ultimates are more valuable than mine. Maybe I shouldn't even be using my ultimate, to be honest. Oh, okay, not sincere. It's like she's, especially considering I've got a lot of life still, she has, every time she does this, she kind of has to go back. So I'm not entirely sure, I'm not sure if these trades are worth it for her or whether they're worth it for me. Like, I don't know. To be fair, they nerfed Vayne's ulti, didn't they? So that has a higher cooldown. So I'm not too sure. I'm just killing the creeps here rather than focusing the tower because I want my 1800 gold, because I know that's how much Blade of the Rune King costs after you've got a cutlass. It costs 1800, and I'm very close to 1800. Okay, I've just hit 1800. So, and I've got 2 levels on her too as well. So once I've got this Blade of the Rune King, I should be able to dominate her. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back, buy Blade of the Rune King, and hopefully destroy her. I should be able to dominate her a bit more now. I'll buy a potion as well. I've got a mana. I like to get a mana potion just because no matter who you play, if they've got mana, if you make a mistake or you have a certain, for example, if I got ganked and I had to use a lot of mana, every time I use my E, it absolutely shreds my mana. Like, my E is like a fifth of my mana, basically. Slightly less than that though. So if I use that too much, for example, if I get ganked or if I get caught in a binding, I'm probably gonna have to use my E to knock someone away from me. If I do that, I'm gonna use a lot of mana. She actually hit me. There you go. So I don't do any damage to her until my W procs, and then I do a crazy amount of damage to her. Shit, I wasted my... There we go. So I wanted to save my flash until she used her Q on me. I figured she'd use her Q later because she just used it, which meant that it would be on cooldown. So I wanted to save it, and now I'm just gonna push out this to the tower. I waited till her shield was off as well, her black shield, until I used my condemn, because else I wouldn't have stunned her that way. It wouldn't have done anything. I already wasted my Blade Rune King on her shield as far as the speed boost goes, so I didn't want to waste my stun either. Shit, because that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of extra damage. If you pin someone with your stun, it's huge. Fuck, I'm missing so much CS. I actually struggle. My mechanics really struggle when I'm doing commentaries because I lose focus because I'm talking. So yeah, it's probably not a wise idea for me to pick Vayne this game. Let's see if I can get this okay. I don't know whether I'll be able to get it next wave. Should be able to. Shit, I need to stop doing that. Like I say, Morg has... Why is she, okay, I was kind of scared someone was coming for me. Morg has a lot of spell vamps, so it's a bit difficult to poke her. You can't really poke her, but you can just keep trading with her. Here we go. She can't kill me. She thinks she can, but she can't. I knew she couldn't kill me, which is why I wasn't too scared of face checking her, because I knew the worst case scenario if I face check her, she would ult me and try to kill me. And I know she can't kill me because she just doesn't have any damage. Like when you build, look at her item build. She's got Warden's Mail, she's got a Chain Vest, and she's got a Mana Crystal. Because she's so scared of me. And she's scared of me because I'm rinsing her. And so if she's buying so defensively, she's not going to have the right damage. Like if she... Like how much gold is that? That's what, like 1100, 700. So that's around 2000 gold just on defensive stats. And translated, that's around, I don't know how much that is, like almost 150, 200 maybe AP. And she doesn't have any of that. So, you know, she trying to all in me. Yes, she does. She does a fair amount of damage to me. If I didn't have my barrier, she'd probably take me fairly low, but our GP is here as well, so I need to take this away really quickly. I know GP was right here, so I'm just going to position myself far away so I can run if I need to. And I know what I have to do and I still fuck up. That's... the fuck? Nah, I'm fucked. I knew what was going to happen, but I still fucked up. Like, that was just so poor. There's one thing to recognize your... like recognize the situation, what's going on, and it's another thing to execute your safety. And I just mucked that up so hard. But you know, on the plus side, because I was drawing so much pressure away onto my lane, it did mean that we got dragon. But I'm not going to go ahead and say, oh yeah, that was all me and we got dragon there because I'm so good. I fucked up, but at least we did get dragon. And a lot of that is because of the pressure that I have in general. Not that fail play there. Now I'm going to go for a Shiv next because this Blade Rune King Shiv build is just really strong. And people, you know, the item builds that you get on champions, especially ADs, are with ADs. There's kind of it's almost as like every single item you build, the next item could be like one of three. That's kind of how it goes. There's like Infinity Edge, Shear, Phantom Dancer, Bloodthirster, Blade Rune King. Like there's loads of different items, and every time you the next item that you buy on an AD can be one of many, and it really is just kind of up to you what you buy. Obviously, there's a lot of maths behind it. So there is a certain amount of stuff which is just better. You know, you don't want to be getting like rushing certain items is just not very good, and rushing other items is good. But at the end of the day, this Shiv, Bloodthirst, Shiv Blade Rune King, sorry, this build, I really like this build. I buy it on a lot of champions, not just Vayne. But I've seen good players buy this, so I'm not, you know, I know it's not a bad build, but whether it's optimal is another question. I know Infinity Edge would be a very good item to get second as well. Now I'm kind of glad that this Morgana is actually killing people because it means that this game is slightly more interesting. But I'm just pushing mid. Like if Morg got 2 kills, me getting this tower is probably worth it. But after these 2 towers, it becomes really it becomes really hard to actually just push a lane down. So I'm gonna have to start roaming after this tower, because getting the inhib tower is really difficult. And the reason why it's so difficult is because it's so close to their enemy base that the enemies will literally just, if you start pushing, they'll recall and get there in a second, especially if they bought home guards. So that's another point as well. If you're playing versus someone who is pushing really hard, like pushing your inhib towers, buy home guards so you can go and deal with them. So now we only have one other tower outside of my lane, so mid tower is very important to get, so that's what I'm going to be getting next, focusing on getting this mid tower down. There's a lot of people over here, so if someone gets caught in a binding or something, this could be quite ugly. I think they're all here, but are we all here? Yeah, we're all here too, so it should be okay. What level am I? I'm level 15, and that is by far the highest level in the game. I don't know why he's engaging onto me like this. I want to avoid. There you go. Once Morg used to roll, I can now jump in on her. Whoa, that wrecked her. I probably could have got more kills here too. I played it poorly. Well, I could use my summoners to get more kills, I think, but whatever. I didn't want to play it aggressively because I knew Vayne has a lot of consistent damage. She's not like Graves or someone who has... Like Vayne, a lot of Vayne's damage is literally just the W proc, the basic attacks. So you can sustain it. You can stay in a fight and consistently do sustained damage as long as you're not dead when you're playing Vayne. Like, as long as you're hitting people, you're doing a lot of damage to them. So I just didn't want to risk. Like, I didn't want to use my summoners aggressively because I didn't need to, and I didn't want to. If I used it and mucked up, then that would be the team fight lost pretty much. But this is what I was talking about. I wanted to roam because I was ahead. I roamed mid, and what did we get? We got 2 towers. We got 3 towers, sorry, and an inhib, and we just won the fight flat out. Now I don't think we can stay for this, to be honest. I'm too low, so I think it'd be best just to recall here. Nah, I'm not gonna risk that. If I went in on this, I'd probably just die. So I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna go back. I got a lot of money to spend. And one of the biggest things that happens in lower elo, one of the biggest mistakes that happens, is that people are dead, or people will get caught, for example, and they will be completely screwed. 100% you can't save them, but people will still die trying to save that person that was dead anyway. So there's no point saving someone when you can't save someone, and they'll still, like, allies will still try to save them, and they'll just die. So you don't want to be doing that, because if you do that too much, then you'll start losing too many objectives. They got this mid tower, and I can't defend it. And if we had more people alive, maybe we could defend it. And if we had died, for example, say someone gets caught here, right? And then other people try to protect them, try to save them. This Nocturne build is not very good considering our team. But anyway, I'll say that in a sec. And someone tried to save them. If two other people had died around here, we would have lost Baron. And Baron is huge. That would have been a huge comeback. Wouldn't have been a guaranteed comeback, but it would have been a big deal. So you don't want to be doing that. Now I really want to kill this Morgana here. I don't think she has vision on it. There are 2 bot and 1 mid, so I feel fairly safe here. I'm just going to watch her movements. Okay, so she knows I'm here, I think. But I think I can take this. Now I'm going to run up and pretend as if I'm going this way. I wanted to just loop around. I was hoping she would stay and kill the minis, but she's not. Okay. Time's going the other way. There's no tower here, so she's dead. Oh, shit. Fucking... I'm still gonna get you. I think you can outrun my passive. Oh my god, that was so close. Please! Holy shit, that stun lasted so long. Well, I got her, so it was worth it. 100% worth. Let me just say that in all chat. Worth it. I didn't use my... I messed up my Condemn because she used her shield. I didn't even get to use my Blade of the Ruined King. So that was a horrifically sloppy kill, but I killed her, so it was worth it. Even though Ezreal got the kill, got the shutdown, and got the blue buff, it was totally worth it. 100%. Yeah, okay, that wasn't worth it at all, but I just mucked up, so. Got a bit too aggressive, a bit too hungry on that. Now that we've taken away the mid inhib, we should Nash. When I respawn, we should do Baron. Baron will be a really good thing for us to do right here, because their mid inhib is down, which means that our mid lane is pushing 24/7. And because our mid is going to be pushing, it means that they're going to have to be defending the base quite a lot. But these guys just have to be very careful. If they start fighting 4v5 and I'm not there, they're probably just going to lose really horrifically. And if everyone dies here, they'll take Baron. So I'm running, I'm trying to get there. As long as we don't all die, this should be okay. Only one of us, maybe two of us can die. I'm going to try and mop up though. It's got the Zhonya's? Holy shit. Frozen heart and Zhonya's. Wow, you can't even steal it. And I'm dead. Oh my god, I'm so garbage. This is just horrific. Well, apparently even though you can't... If you can't slow the enemy, then you can't steal the speed. I thought maybe I would steal the speed but not get slowed. But yeah, I need to stop doing this. Like, this is just horrific throwing. What I'm doing is just complete lack of... Like, I'm just completely brain AFK and completely over aggressive. This is how you throw games as well. You just need to be focused, and I'm not focused right now. I'm running at them. I'm not like when I was in lane phase, I was like, the only thing which will screw me over is if I don't dodge skill shots. If I get caught by Morg's Q, then I could be in trouble. So I dodged pretty much every single one of her Qs in lane because I was really aware that that's what I needed to do. But now I'm just completely throwing that out the window because I'm just lazy basically. I can't be asked to dodge them, so I'm not dodging them. And it's really garbage, and I need to stop doing that, else I'm going to lose the game. I need to carry the game, and that's not how I carry. That's not how you carry. And, you know, but also a nice item for me to be buying, after I've got this Infinity Edge, I'm going to be buying a Mercurial Scimitar, or like a Sash specifically. I know I can be dodging a lot of stuff, but there's also... A Sash would be very, very nice for me. I think we could fight this. Jesus, I got caught by another one. I nailed him to a wall and... Oh shit. There you go. I nailed him to the wall and instantly Blade of the Ruined Kingdom, so I had the speed boost. I'm just like... I was standing in Lux's E then, and I just tanked it for no reason. I'm not going to chase this because I'm low. I'm just going to go lifesteal and then go top. It's just... My awareness is just so off. It's really bad actually. Ugh, right, I need to focus or do something. Like, I feel really clunky as well. Like, I'm not focusing. My micromanagement is just poor. I don't know what it is. This is like an in-game tilt, is what this is. I need to snap out of it. Okay, so maybe that's, you know, I could be dodging all of these things. I could have better awareness, but a Sash would still help me. Just because they have, like, if I muck up, I get caught out of position, you know, I'm screwed. So I may as well have a Sash. So it would be best for me to just rely on skill, for me to not have to buy a Sash. Like, if I was just good at this game, I could dodge things and not need the Sash. But, you know, there's no harm in me buying a Sash. The reason why there's no harm in it, I'm going to get a 4 pot because I think we might be doing like important fights soon. The reason why there's no harm in me buying a Sash is because at the end of the day, if you're not Korean, then you're going to be making mistakes. So it's nice to have a safety net for when you do make mistakes so that it doesn't cost you the game. For example, you get out of position, instead of the game just being over, you just use your Sash and you get another chance basically. Get out of here. I could have killed her then. Now Morg is baiting in that bush. They're all baiting in this bush. There you go. So just my presence alone stopped that. I'm dropping a ward there just... Really? Right, now I'm popping my ulti. Oh, I didn't stun her shit. She's dead anyway. Come here. Does get a pentakill. Okay. Alright, well there you go. So you watch my garbage Vayne. I'm talking about how shit I am and then I get a pentakill. I got a double kill with my stack shift proc. Apparently this Nocturne's been flaming other people as well, so it was probably a good idea for me to ignore him in the beginning of this game. I mean, his build... Okay, yeah, I'll show you. Sorry, I was going to touch on this earlier, but I didn't. His build is really bad for our team. Basically, the reason why Nocturne's build is not good is because our team, our top laner is an AD carry, which is probably the least tanky like class or role out of anyone in the game. So if there's no tanky top laner and our support isn't particularly tanky either, like Nami, that's not tanky support. You need to be tanky. You're our own, he's our only tank. Oh wow, that guy got bounced around so hard. He's our only tank and he's bought a Blazing King and is buying a Phantom Dancer. Like, you don't want to be doing that. Like, you don't need to have the damage. If your team's got the damage, you don't need it yourself. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my god, there's a goon squad. So bad. Oh my god. There's me trying to brain them, and apparently it's warded in this bush here, or you know, I just was too fit. Oh my goodness, that was highly embarrassing. Holy shit! I was trying to make the players and just fail miserably. Good lord. Oh well, that was I tried to do a bit too much then. That was my bad. Shouldn't have tried that much. But I mean, compare this. This GP is actually, in my opinion, Gangplank is more useful than our Nocturne. The reason why I think that is because he's just tankier. Like this Nocturne. If the builds were different, it would be a different story. The reason, and Gangplank's, he's 3 for 11, and I personally think Gangplank is more. You know, I'm not just hating on Nocturne. Like I'm not just. I don't have a vendetta against this guy because he's flaming, but it was honestly, and this is probably just going to sound like me whining a little bit, but there is a positive correlation between how much someone flames, like the flamers on your team, and how like poorly someone plays, or how poorly someone performs. The more someone flames, the more likely that they're going to be the weak link on your team. Like, I know this sounds really cliched, but honestly, it's not because they play poorly. It's just the type of people who flame are usually the type of people who blame others for their shortcomings, and who don't recognize their mistakes, or like don't want to recognize their mistakes, would rather blame other people. So this is, oh fucking hell, I got caught again. Got my sash though, so I'm okay for this one. No, I'm not. Motherfucking piece of shit. Fuck. Bollocks tit. No, yet. Oh my god! If I could just dodge a single skill shot, I even use my bloody Quicksilver Sash this time, I still failed. This is horrendous. Oh my god, I'm glad just dies like that as well. Holy crap. I don't understand. Like, I'm like 100% playing well, and then 100% playing absolute garbage. Like, lane phase, good. Rest of the game, lane phase, and then slightly out lane phase when I pushed this down and had so much pressure. That was all really good by me. Then we started getting into team fights, and I started sucking absolute donkey balls. And then I got a pentakill, and now I suck again. Like, I don't understand. Why am I so bad at this game? I'm fluctuating so heavily between playing well and playing poorly. It's humiliating. I just need to find a consistent. I should have bought a red pot actually. If I had a red pot, I would have survived. That's why I failed. I didn't have a red pot, and you know, I can't dodge. I don't have a red pot. I'm just garbage. It's so bad. Basically, if you're in my shoes, well, it's kind of funny that I can fail this hard and still actually carry the game. I'm not saying my team sucks, because actually they far from suck. They're not amazing, but they're not bad either. I don't think they're bad. I'd be happy with these. Oh, he's not got a lot of mana. Can he cure? Yeah, and he's queued there. They're not awful, but at the same time, I think if I were to feed this game, my team would still probably lose. So I think they're I it sounds harsh me saying this, but they're bad enough that my performance has an impact on whether or not they would win. But they're not bad by any means. Like I'm not raging at them. They're fine. But yeah, I need to focus. Like honestly though, at lower elo you can make a lot of mistakes like I'm making now and not really be punished for them. But if you were on the enemy team, oh god, if you were on the enemy team, then you at higher elo the stuff which I'm doing would be punished a lot harder. But at this elo it's not that big a deal. But that's kind of that's something which you can be working on as well. Like if you know you're not very good at punishing people for their mistakes, like I did that a lot in lane phase, and but it extends outside of lane phase as well. If you know you're not very good at doing that, then that's something you can work on to get better at punishing people, because people make a lot of mistakes at lower elo. Even I've made loads of mistakes. Just because someone's a good player or looks to be like he's a good player, it doesn't matter. Like I guarantee you he'll still make a lot of mistakes. People tend to do that. Now this Tristana wanted to leave red buff up, but because we have such control over their jungle, it's actually a good idea just to take it down, because when it respawns we'll probably just take it anyway. It's a shame that bubble didn't land. What the hell is this parking doing? I have to be very careful where I tumble now, because if I get caught by a binding or something, yeah, there you go. It can be very hard to chase people who have abilities like that, because they'll just catch you, and if you're caught, oh shit. She really wants to ult onto me, but I've got a sash, so I'm not so afraid of her ulting me. I think if she does ulti me, I'll be able to get away. My Blazer King's on cooldown, I didn't realise. Oh, I was going to say, I haven't even put my ult, but it's on cooldown. So. No! She's alive. GG, well played. So, there you go. 6 promo lost because of trolls. Well, I'm sorry as well, but you didn't exactly win your bot lane, did you? If you don't win your lane like that, then don't expect to win, I'm afraid. Anywho, thank you for watching this commentary, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I played pretty garbage at different points in this game, but at the same time I was pretty strong. And this is definitely how you can... If I played like this every single game, I'd still win like 80% of my games. So I played well, but I just didn't play flawlessly. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you learned something. And if you want to check me out, my social network, my social medias, like Facebook, my Twitter, my Twitch, because you can watch me stream as well. I'm on a Nook as well. All those links are in the description. But I'd love to see you around there too. But thank you very much for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you in my next video.